Welcome back to my Week 4 NFL predictions. So far this year, it hasn't been the best year, but let's just get into it. Now, I am recording this right before Sunday's 12 o'clock games kick off, and that means I did, unfortunately, at least for Pigskin Pick'em, miss the Thursday night predictions. But let's be honest, I was fully expecting the Cowboys to beat the shit out of the Giants. I was expecting more of like a 40-3 type of game. Giants played well, but yeah, I'll take that win right now. Now on to the actual prediction, as we got the Saints versus the Falcons. Ooh, very interesting teams. The Saints looked completely useless in their offense against the Eagles last week. I mean, they were the best offense in the league. Derek Carr was probably like up there with Sam Darnold, Mahomes, and Allen for best quarterback, maybe even MVP at that point. But then it all came crashing down. And the Falcons, they really didn't do too well against Patrick Mahomes. They played decently. But I don't know, this is going to be probably a really, really important game for the end of the season. I guess I'll just choose the Falcons because it's at home. But now for the Los Angeles Rams versus the Chicago Bears. One team, the Rams, are looking just beat up and bruised, and oh boy, has not been a great start for them. Obviously, they played. It was not a good game against the Cardinals, I'll just say that. And boy, yeah, the Bears, they're just, I don't know, they're not good right now. I think they could be in a few years, but they're just not good right now. But the Rams, I think they should start to bounce back. Now for one of the better games I think that this could be, it's the Vikings, undefeated Minnesota Vikings, taking on the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love returning after Malik Willis surprisingly got 2 wins for the Packers. And let me just say, Malik Willis is undefeated as a Packer. Jordan Love, he has not won a single game this season with the Packers. So yeah, but I don't know. This is going to be a really, really tough one for both teams, as Sam Darnold just shut down the Texans last week, and man, it was a good game. And they also just handily defeated the 49ers. Packers, I don't know, man. It's going to be, obviously, I don't know how much the injury is going to affect Jordan Love, but I think at this point, it's almost difficult to bet against the Vikings. But I think just because it's in Green Bay, honestly, because it's this early in the season in Green Bay, this is their best chance, the Vikings, to beat the Packers. But I'm going to choose the Packers. I feel like even though the Vikings look way better than the Packers are, I feel like it's just a safer bet, almost. I don't know. It's going to be a really tough one. But now the Pittsburgh Steelers, undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers, taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Will the Steelers keep it going? Colts have not been looking fantastic so far. They've been fine, I guess. And this is certainly not how they would want to start 1-3. So this is a pretty big game for the Colts, I'd say. Steelers, are they going to keep it going? I don't know. It's going to be a really tough one. But honestly, I feel like, I don't know, every week so far, like usually every week in the NFL, there's like a specific theme, and so far the whole season has been insane and like overall injuries, but like week 1 was crazy games, week 2 was upsets, all that stuff. I'm going to choose all of the undefeated teams losing this week as the theme, I guess. I think it's really possible, especially with the Vikings and now the Steelers. I don't know, I think AR-15 is going to have a big game in Indy, and Colts is almost a must-win. I mean, it's super important for them, so I'm going to choose the Colts. Now, the Denver Broncos taking on the New Jersey Jets. Oh my god, Broncos, I love it. I love what you guys did against the Buccaneers. That was beautiful. You buttered them up nice and good for us to come into town to hopefully beat them up, but that will be the next game. Bo Nix, he looked incredible last game. And I think at this point, it's really just anything could happen with the Broncos. I wouldn't be surprised if they win, but I think I'm just going to take the safe bet and choose the Jets. But now for the most exciting game, I have been waiting for this. I mean, this is more exciting than the Cowboys coming into Philly. This is more exciting than playing in Brazil. It's hopefully a revenge game against the Buccaneers. Okay, I don't know who is cutting. Okay, hold on. But as I was saying, I am so freaking excited for this game. Oh, baby. Obviously, we're not going to have A.J. Brown, which really sucks. I'm not 100% sure on Devontae Smith. I hope he's going to be back, obviously, and I'm sure Darius Slay probably is. But, yeah, this is going to be such a fun game, and I cannot wait. I'm predicting the Eagles win. I just am. I am. Go Birds! Now, for the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Panthers. The Panthers? The Panthers have a better record than the Bengals? What the fuck? I mean, this season is just insane. I mean, if the Bengals want to make the playoffs, they kind of just have to win the vast majority of their games from now on, and they can only lose like 1, maybe 2 games from here on out. And they have full potential too, and I guess Andy Dalton's kind of good, again, but he played the Raiders, so I'm going to choose the Bengals. Now for the Jacksonville Jaguars, we got them taking on the Houston Texans. It's... yeah, no, the Jaguars are looking horrible. I mean, I love Doug Peterson. I think Trevor Lawrence should be good. But, oh my god, when is it going to be time to blow it all up? I don't know. But, oh man, it's not looking good down there in Duval. And the Texans, they're coming off, I think they were just shook after what Sam Darnold did to them. I mean, their defense completely tore up C.J. Stroud. Ton of sacks. I mean, Jesus. And the Texans, I think they're probably going to win this game. They're easily the better team. It's in Houston. I think they should be like, okay, we actually have to, like, win football games, okay? But yeah, Jaguars, they're just so bad. Now for, surprisingly, what should be one of the most exciting games this season, we got the Arizona Cardinals coming off a blowout win against the Rams, and the Washington Commanders with Jaden Daniels, who, let me just say, through 3 games, is one of the best rookie quarterbacks of all time. I mean, dude, this year cannot get any more insane. What? Huh? Jaden Daniels? Okay, I see you, kid. But yeah, so that's kind of scary for the rest of the NFC East. And I don't know. I think this is going to be a fantastic game through and through. 2 really exciting teams this year, and it could go either way. It could 100% go either way, but I guess Cardinals coming off a big win, I'm going to choose them. I think Jaden Daniels still going to have an incredible game. I don't think the Cardinals have the best defense. They do have some good defensive backs, but yeah, I'm going to choose the Cardinals, but would not even be slightly surprised if the Commanders end up winning. Next up, we got the Niners, who are 1-2. I think it's just a slow start, honestly. I mean, CMC, he's still out. He's going to be out for so much longer. I think it's insane. He might be out until like over halfway through the rest of the season, but the Niners, they're absolutely loaded. They got Jordan Mason, who's looking pretty decent. He's going to get another contract with a different team because of this year. And yeah, no, Niners going to win, but Patriots, there's definitely a chance. Now I got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Wow, these are some teams. I mean, this is just the epitome of sadness in sports teams overall. I mean, oh god, I can't even go to all the detail for both of these teams. Like, if I could choose for them to tie, I 1000% would, but I don't think I can. So I'm gonna go with who should be the better team. And oh god, dude, this is just so hard. I'm gonna do the Browns. They should be better. But now for the Los Angeles Starters and the Starters, no, Justin Herbert is starting again, thank Jesus. Taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Should be a pretty good one. It should be a pretty good one, and I think it should be a good test for, obviously, Harbaugh coming into his first Patrick Mahomes encounter. And those usually don't go well for most teams, except for, like, Brock Purdy. Or no, that was Tom Brady. No, yeah, Brock Purdy did not do well against the Chiefs. That's my bad. So, yeah, I think it's probably going to be Chiefs. Chiefs are so dominant. But, you know what I said earlier about the whole upset thing? And the undefeated teams losing? I'm going to bank on it. I think this could be a really fun week for that to happen. With the Chargers beating the Chiefs, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Just why not, honestly? Just my whole predictions thing has gone out the window so far. Why not take some big risks? Let's go Chargers. Now for the last undefeated team, I believe. There's one more. The Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Should be a pretty good game. Bills are looking freaking dominant. Ravens looking shaky, as they're the other team with the Niners that are 1-2. And we'll go Ravens. Like I said, undefeated teams, I think it's going to be their week. Now for the doubleheader at Monday night, why does the NFL do this? It doesn't make sense for money reasons, which is the entire reason that the NFL exists at this point in time. And yeah, I don't get it. It makes it worse. It's a worse viewing experience. It's worse for everybody involved. Why do you do it? Just add it to the other Sunday games, or maybe make it like a Saturday game. Just don't do 2 games on Monday. But for the first of those 2 games, we got the Dolphins take on the Titans. The Titans are just awful, but last year they did beat the Dolphins Thursday night in Miami. No, Dolphins without Tua. It's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be a real shit show. And I don't know. I really don't know. Titans are just so awful though that I'm gonna have to pick the Dolphins, but it's going to be hard for the Dolphins to not make themselves lose, I tell you what. Now, for the final game, we got the undefeated Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions, and like I said, this is a pretty good week for undefeated teams to lose. I'm going to pick the Lions. I'm gonna freaking pick the Lions. And I think they are just more likely either way. Even if I wasn't doing this whole undefeated thing, I would still pick them. So, yeah, go Lions, and this would be freaking awesome to see my whole thing pan out. But, how many total points would be scored in Seahawks versus Lions? Usually, I believe like the last 2 times these teams have faced off, it's been very high scoring. Wouldn't be surprised if that happens again. But I'm going to go with like a 21-pointer for the Sea Dogs and like a 35-pointer for the Lions. So in total, I'll go with a 56 points. Why not? But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.